Hey everybody, Tim and Miranda here for today's episode of Torchwood, taking a little bit of a break from Doctor Who, because we go both ways. We go back and forth between Doctor Who, Torchwood, and Sarah Jane Adventures. And then eventually, when we get to the 12th Doctor, we'll do Class. There's another spin-off.
Oh, yay.
And then, I don't know, it depends on how drunk we get. There is another spin-off, but it's not considered canon.
We'll still probably watch it.
Okay.
Because we get pretty drunk, you guys.
It's awful. It's an Australian K9 series.
Oh, yay.
It's so not canon that they're actually not allowed to play the Doctor Who theme in the show.
Yeah, but they're Australian, so...
Yeah. Anyway, Torchwood, Season 2, episode... This is why people love us. Season 2, Episode 1, Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. Right off the top, we'll skim it. What you think?
Hey, I liked it. For the most part, I liked it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. This one was actually a pretty... Compared to all the rest, it was... Like, there was more action in it. Like, there was more of a storyline to it and stuff. I actually... enjoyed it.
I did. I would say, so two things right off the bat. For one, this isn't necessarily a complaint, but when we watch Torchwood and Sarah Jane, I feel like it takes longer for us to watch them than Doctor Who. Because I feel like we fly through Doctor Who.
Yeah.
But on the flip side, Doctor Who has two-parters, three-parters, stuff like that. So this episode was written by Chris, the guy who does the current Doctor showrunner. It was great. And I agree. I really liked it. I didn't think it was perfect by any means.
No.
But I feel like I enjoyed this one more than most of Season 1. Not all of Season 1, but most.
Oh, no. I enjoyed this more than Season 1.
Oh, okay. Like, for me, off the top of my head, I don't know, that's why I do reviews, is because I drink so much I can't remember it. And literally, it's happened where people are like, what'd you think of this movie? And I'm like, I'll tell you what I think about this movie. And then I play my review, because I don't fucking remember the movie at all.
Yeah.
But, like, the episode, we gotta stop drinking already. The episode from Season 1 that stands out the most to me is the one where the three people come back, or go to the future, go forward in time.
That one is a good episode. I do agree with that. But I feel like because because I fell asleep for most of Season 1. I'm not gonna lie right now. Like, I did. I had to go through notes and everything to do the reviews. But, like, with this one, just because Jack was missing, he was gone for a bit, and now that he's back, I feel like he's more the Jack character that we met in Doctor Who than he was in the first season of Torchwood.
Because we commented on that, how he didn't feel like it was Jack.
No. And in this episode, it did.
Okay, I see that. You want to talk about the first scene?
Oh my fucking god, you guys. Okay.
Even the laptop was like, nope, I'm out.
Okay, the very, very first thing that we see in this episode is a lionfish driving a sports car. When they get to it, because he drives off after he lets the old lady...
It's a great scene where he's like...
He, stops at the light, lets the old lady walk across the crosswalk, and she's just staring at him the whole entire time. Gets across, he speeds off. And then Torchwood crew pulls up, and she's like, have you seen a blowfish in a sports car? It's not a fucking blowfish! It's a fucking lionfish! You guys, it is, instantly, right when she said that, I started yelling at Tim. I was like, nope, no, absolutely not. Get your fucking facts straight.
Are we done with the episode?
No, get your facts straight. It's a lionfish, okay? It's not a blowfish.
Brilliant.
Blowfish is a pufferfish. It looks nothing like it. Just saying. Okay, you can go.
Okay.
Sorry.
So, as we watched the last season of Doctor Who and the first season of Torchwood, we saw some of the crossovers.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, we're doing it in season chunks, whereas if we watched it in broadcast order, we would have seen them closer.
Okay.
For example, like Jack chases after the TARDIS, and then the next episode of Doctor Who, he's on the TARDIS.
Yeah.
So we saw stuff like that. Jax has his hand. The Doctor's hand.
It's still really cute to me. It's adorable.
So we get stuff like that. This episode has the first appearance of Captain John Hart, played by James Masters. I'm a big fan. I've had a crush on him years and years ago, before I even saw Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Which I've never seen Buffy, but when he came on screen, I was like, he's that dude in Buffy.
Everybody knows who Spike is, because Spike is awesome. I mean, I've seen him in Buffy as Spike, but Buffy and Angel as Spike. Saw him in Smallville as Brainiac. Saw him both in the live-action Dragon Ball movie, and then he plays a voice character in the Dragon Ball Super animated series. He's done a lot of DC stuff. He plays the voice of Lex Luthor in Doomsday. Like, the dude is everywhere. Like, he's amazing. And he was in The Runaways, which is Marvel. So, anyways, it's great. So, he's a fantastic actor. Always plays a dick. He's always the villain. Never fails. But it works. So, as soon as he came on, it was great. I didn't tell her, but I put it in the notes, so that's why my notes never make sense to her, because she needs to take her own notes. There's the point where he, like, throws the guy off the building, and then he's like, thirsty now, and walks away.
You did tell me. You're like, that's Buffy reference.
In Buffy, there's Willow, and then there's the alternate Willow, who's like the evil Willow, and whenever she kills people, she's like, bored now, and then walks to go kill somebody now.
Okay.
So that's anytime you hear, like, blank now, it's usually a Buffy reference. So, love that. Probably my favorite scene in the whole episode is the, help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi, you're my only hope! Because it was so seeped in sarcasm.
It really was.
Like I said, I've had a crush on James Masters since before I even watched Buffy. I actually didn't know who John Barrymore was until after Doctor Who.
Yeah, no, I didn't know until after Doctor Who.
Like, he was kind of around. He was supposed to be Will in Will and Grace.
He's fucking great.
But
I wish he was. Like,
so, funny story. Gosh. He didn't get it because they thought he wasn't gay enough.
Yes.
Yeah. Which now, he's so over the top, it's amazing. Yeah. He's fabulous.
Oh, no, he is.
So to watch James and John make out.
Oh my god. Okay.
It was a fanboy come true.
When he comes into the bar, and like, they both are like looking at each other, and I instantly just turned to Tim. I was like, they're gonna make out. They're gonna make out. And that's what they do. They start making out, and then they start fighting and fucking beating the shit out of each other. It
was great.
It was great. It really was.
So I love how he went to rehab for drinks, and then drugs, and then sex, and then murder rehab.
Yes.
There's a rehab for murders? It's amazing. Like, the whole episode was nothing but...
Yes.
And see, that's one of those things that I wonder...
It was like sarcasm, sassiness, like, through this whole episode.
And that's one of the things that I wonder, like, as a writer for television and stuff like that. Like, did they write this, and then they cast James Marsters, and then they changed it to match his personality? Did he just come in... Like, did he just fucking kick the door down and be like, here's how I'm saying it, you're just gonna like it?
I feel like that happened.
But, so, I don't know, it's kind of weird. Like, so much of this, like you said, the sassiness is off the charts.
And I think that's what I like I said, like, most about this episode, because it is the Jack Harkness that we know and came to love in Doctor Who. Like, his sassiness is back, like his flirtiness is back, all of it's back in this episode. And it's just, I think that's why I liked it.
Mm-hmm. Which, like, again, like, I didn't even write anything about the plot. It's just how great the lines are. Where they were partners, and fucking Yanto's like, in what way?
In what way?
Yanto's so cute and jealous.
All the ways.
We were stuck in a 2-week time loop for 5 years. And you were the wife. Damn. No, you were the wife.
Yeah, I was the wife. Like, that was great. That was
like, great. The whole thing was nothing but line. The actual plot, the radiation canisters, didn't care.
I didn't really care about that either.
It's what's called a MacGuffin, actually. Yeah. There's actually a term for that.
Oh, really?
It goes back to the Hitchcock days.
I feel like we talked about this in a different episode.
Probably.
Yeah.
We find out that Gwen and Reese are... This is where if I actually edited, we'll just skip over it. But I don't! Because I like things uncut.
And raw.
Gwen and Reese are engaged, but who gives a fuck about those two characters? We find out that in no big shock, John Hart is a douche canoe with the paralyzing lipstick, shooting Owen. And then, like, I actually like how he treated Yanto, where he's like, just go.
Yeah.
If you can attack me, but then you're wasting time.
You're wasting time.
So you better go. Because I know, and it's one of those, like, Yanto's gonna go.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like if it had been like, let's say he had shot Yanto and gone to Tosh and Owen.
Yeah.
And was like, Owen, you're gonna go. If you don't go, these people are gonna die. Yeah. Owen would sit there and fight.
Oh yeah.
It was a great mental thing with Yanto. Mm-hmm. And then he immediately calls Jack. Where he's like, that's your boy. I actually really like the scene.
Demons, it's your boy.
Yeah. I actually really like the scene where he pushed Jack over. Like, not to see, like, Jack die, but, like, even when Jack's, like, sprawled over the... Yes. It looked really good.
Oh, yeah. No, it did.
Like, for special effects for a TV show, it looked really good.
But the look on his face when it, like, comes back in the room and stuff, he's like, what the absolute fuck?
Like, how are you alive?
How are you alive? We were partners for years. You never did this trick.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But technically, if they were partners,
Yeah, that's true.
like, at that point, he could have died, so...
Yeah.
They would never have known.
Exactly.
I love, as fucked up as it is, I love the scene where they're in the car. He's like, oh, that's hot. What is that? That's a poodle. It's nice.
It's nice.
Nice. I don't even know. I got nothing. And then the big twist at the...
I mean, you have to think, though, like, they've been on so many planets, seen so many species and
is
stuff.
that an alien?
That when he comes to Earth,
But would he have fucked
he
a
just
poodle?
assumes that everything is a creature or alien of some sort. So that's nice. What is that? It's a poodle.
It's nice.
Nice.
Oh, and he's like shot.
Clue.
So he's like, oh, it's nice.
Clue.
Like, so for you, Spike was created for Buffy and instantly written off the show. But everybody loved him so much.
I mean, I see so many like memes and
they
stuff about
they
it.
brought him back. And then when Buffy got its spin-off, they gave him the spin-off. Like, he was in the spin-off with Angel.
I feel like that was a good idea.
Watching this, I'm like, dude, I would watch a show of Captain John Hart, like, just trying to fuck things.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Like, what is that? It's a poodle.
Could you imagine,
nice.
like, a show with John Hart and then Jack Harkness, like, together? Like, on adventures together and shit? Like,
like the sexual tension.
Yes. Be
Like,
sassy, it'd be sexual, it'd be funny. That'd be a great show.
That's what we need. Let's do it.
So if any writers out there are watching this right now,
They didn't make it
help
past
us
that.
out.
They didn't make it past the intro.
Probably.
Or you're like, fuck
Well,
you!
I was like,
You're a
fuck you,
terrible
fucking-
writer! It's not a blowfish! They're like, oh,
Get your
fuck this
facts
bitch.
straight.
So, thanks. The writers are no longer watching.
We'll see.
And then the big twist that John Hart found Grey. I know who that is because I watched the show. But is that something...
We'll get to it.
For you not knowing who that is, like, is that something you're like, I have to watch it to know now?
Like, okay, so
or do you not really care?
Me watching the show and stuff and him saying that he found Grey and everything, like, I'm assuming that it's a child. Or...
Again, if I edited, it'd be like drop-down menu.
An old wife or husband.
Okay.
No idea. Really don't. But my first instinct was it's a child.
Okay.
Like, that's...
I'm neither confirming or
yeah,
denying.
No.
Nope.
Just like the look on his face and everything, it's like that's what it made it sound like. And usually with shows and stuff, like big twists are
what a
for
twist!
some reason a child.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
That's it.
Okay. Well, we got like 12 more episodes, so. So, any other closing thoughts? Are you excited to be back to Torchwood?
I mean, if it stays like this, then yes.
Okay.
Yes. Like I said, like I wasn't really into season 1. I did watch it. I did enjoy it for the most part, but I did sleep through a couple episodes.
If I wasn't forcing you to watch Torchwood, would you like have continued or would you have stopped?
Oh yeah, no, I would have continued, but it would have taken me a lot longer to watch, like to get through it than right now.
Okay. I'm down for it.
Yeah.
Okay. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So for those who have seen it, what did you think of the blowfish? What did you think of Captain Jack Hart? What did you think of Jack being back? And just overall, what did you think? Go ahead, let us know. We will see you guys next time for episode 2, Sleeper.